Yeah. I'm playing this game now 'cause I didn't talk to a real life person today. And so I'm gonna play and talk for a while to feel ever slightly more human. It got a little, I don't know, Howl's Moving Castle at the end there. The melody, not me. Oh, I'm lost. Where am I? Hello. I forgot what I was doing, but now I remember. I can't hold any more of you. You know what I did? This boy watched a movie. I did. I forced myself. There you are, little man. Just a second. I want to see what happens. I know you're hungry. I know. Do I? It's okay. Here we go. I don't have to aim too crazy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh no. What am I supposed to do? Nope. I guess I'll just take you all. I kind of thought, I don't know, I'd get something. Kind of anticlimactic. I didn't realize he was just blocking the way to a new world. I thought maybe like... I'm a little disappointed. Pretty. Very pretty. Chickens, not for human consumption, just for breeding blobs. So, I watched a movie. I watched a 90-year-old... Oh my god, you're huge, boy. I watched a 90-year-old film. Almost 90 years old. I watched The Invisible Man. It was shockingly good. It was so good. I watched it in bed on my laptop. I signed up for the free trial of... What was it? The Criterion has its own streaming service, and I thought, I want to educate myself on movies. I like the idea of... One of the things I don't like is too many choices. I'm not a man who likes to choose. I'm just a man who likes to be served a small set of options that I can pick from. The illusion of choice. Anyway, the Criterion thing is really neat because they're doing all monster movies, and there's a lot of vintage ones. And I think that's very cool. I don't know much about horror and things like that, and so I wanted to sign up for the free trial at least. I may keep going with it, just because I like it so much. But I did. I sat in bed last night, and I watched the first half of the movie, and then today I watched the last half after work. Work was crazy. But the movie was so good, and I grabbed my Steam Deck thinking I would put the movie on in the background and play games. Goodbye, little boy. You stay out of my tool shed. But I didn't. I was truly compelled by the film. The acting, because some of the characters were hit and miss, and some of the misses were so intense that they were unbelievably comical. Quite funny, unintentionally. But all in all, I was just so impressed that a 90-year-old film could be so captivating. And I'm very excited to watch more. I liked it very much. It was very interesting to see how sort of crude the editing and the exposition was handled in a way. There was this scene where the Invisible Man drops some books out a window, and his assistant catches them. And then they cut to a police officer slamming his fist on the table. And, the contrast between the books falling and the fist hitting the table, it's a nice cut. It's sort of, nowadays it's like cliche. But back then it's something that's like never been done. But it was nice. But what was funny is that the cut was so delayed. Like the books dropped, the guy caught him, and he just kind of like hangs there, almost like he's about to look at the camera. And then it cuts to the fist slamming. And, if that movie was made today, the editor would know to kind of, the moment the books hit his hands, to cut to the fist hitting the table. But it was very interesting to see this sort of the prototype of editing. And then the prototype of exposition. Usually if, like nowadays, if, say there's say like a general has given orders to his squadron. I don't know anything about army, but say a general has given some orders to his team and to go out and do something. Normally in like a movie, they would they wouldn't film the general saying anything. They would just film like some transport vehicles. And then like some young cadet would be like, "So, where'd you say we were going?" And the older cadet would be like, "Don't you ever listen? General said we gotta go hunt down Mega Man." Mega Man? Yeah, he's a maverick. I thought he was a maverick hunter. Anyway, we gotta kill him. And then they would arrive, having just kind of like filled in the little bits of backstory. But in this movie, The Invisible Man, there was no Mega Man. There were no Mavericks, no Mega Man X even. So the movie was so old that it was before Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo. Anyway, I'm just being stupid. But they truly just had like the police chief talk to the next in command and tell him what he wants everybody to do, and then they would cut to everybody doing it. It was very very funny, and just like establishing shots of exteriors where they linger on the name of the restaurant too long to make sure the audience has read it and knows what's going on. It's all just very fascinating. It's almost like, okay, you know what? Oops. I wanted to get rid of a chicken. I want a tabby. Where'd it go? Are these rare? They're cute. Hey, give. No, not the tabby plort. I want the creature that creates them. Yeah, I want to farm you. If I could ever get back home. There's 4 slimes on that hill? Is that difficulty ranking? Should I not go in there? Anyway, it's really fascinating to watch old films because you can sort of see the skeleton of things a little better. The mechanics of film and story structure they're just more transparent. They're easier to see. And you would think that would make for a less interesting film experience, something that doesn't hold your attention, but it totally does. Silent films I'm familiar with. I mean, I've definitely watched Nosferatu a few times, and some Charlie Chaplin and Laurel and Hardy, but is Laurel and Hardy always silent, or did they go into sound? I honestly don't remember. But I do kind of struggle with that stuff sometimes. I swear this was filled with creatures. What happened? I don't understand this game at all. And don't bother telling me to stop playing it, because I'm going to keep playing this game. I'm gonna just lore as I go, and there's nothing you can do about it. Do I want money? I don't know, let me see what I can buy, what I can make. But I'm so glad. So, what I was talking about not that long ago was not having hobbies, or not feeling like I have hobbies. What does energy do? Is that for sklooping? These high fast forwards, sprinting. Oh, I haven't sprinted once in this game. I want a jetpack. How do I make radiant ore? 30 units of whatever you can back up. Oh, instead of 20? Tabby blorts. I was onto something, folks. I was onto something. Adds an extra general purpose vac tank. I don't know what that means. But I do know that I can get tabby plorts. Where there's a will, there's a plort. I can get money. I know how to make money. Sorry, I just wanted to have like a goal before I... Yeah, I'm going for tabby plorts. Surely they can't be that hard to make. And... Can I pull from the refinery? Is this like a storage space? Is that what the point of this is? If I press... it doesn't appear that way. That concerns me. Well, I need money, so I'll just... Actually, there was something that said it used cotton. What was it? Anyway, you remember I was... Oh, that's all it was. Okay. Oh, that's useless to me. Because I don't know what it is. Sprinting! That was sprinting? Does it never recover? Oh, it does eventually. Well, now sprinting is useful to me, I guess. Anyway. I really like the film. No, was that what I was talking about? They can't be. I thought I was talking about some... Oh! Hobbies! And me. I knew it was something slightly more existential than just watching a film. I intellectually knew that I liked movies, but I couldn't bring myself to ever watch any. Now, the compromise for me was watching it on a laptop in bed, which was really nice and a lot of fun, but also bad for my sleep habits. But I guess I don't care. Cats don't eat carrots. Cats eat fruit. My cat is trying to escape, but I won't let him. Because I need to feed him berries. He won't eat them? No? That's too bad. Get out of here, you. Bunnies and cats don't mix. I'm a slime racist. But, oh gosh, I'm so distracted. But I'm probably distracted because I'm happier than usual. Because I accomplish so much at work. And when I'm happy, I tend to... One of the problems I have is that I tend to feel less compelled to speak. If I have a good day, I don't think to myself, oh, I didn't talk to anybody in person in real life today. That's so weird. I just think, oh, I got so much done. This is a good, productive day. But, you know, the purpose of speaking on a semi-regular basis isn't to only do it when you're sad. It's to get into the habit of doing it so that you can do it when you're sad. Because if you wait until you're sad to do something that helps you not be sad, it won't be a habit and you won't have the discipline to do it. And not that my intention with all of this was to stave off sadness, per se. But I guess I guess it could be part of it. Where are the gray ones? I see you. You eat carrots? I didn't know. Now you eat nothing. But I love you. So, oh, and he came with a plort. Boy. You're a good boy. Come here. Only the ones that fit into my tank may come. Not you! What was I saying? Oh, okay, back to all of it. I had to force myself to watch a movie. I had to compromise to put myself in a position to watch the movie. And the compromise was something that kind of, you know, negatively affects my sleep habits. But positively, are you gonna do something? Is this like Dragon Quest? Do they become King Bun? I'm not gonna watch this forever, I just wanna see. Okay. Nope. Okay. Thought maybe I could witness something interesting. Oh, wait, you eat fruit? Guys, you need to tell me what you eat, because you're... What? Water lettuce? I had to force myself to watch a movie. I had to make... Think about this. I had to make a compromise with myself about something that I value, like my sleep. I mean, if I truly valued it, I probably wouldn't be so neglectful when it comes to making it a habit, a healthy habit, but I still value it. I still like to do it. I love to sleep. Wish I could do it more. I make time for it, but sleep and I just don't get along. For fun! I'm doing this for my own amusement. It's not your fault. I just think you're too fat. Oh no. Anyway. I had to compromise. I had to look at my life and say, I'm going to sacrifice sleeping or a healthy sleep habit and bring some electronics into... I mean, I constantly bring electronics to bed. I try not to, but... I've tried that before too. I think I talked before about having like rooms dedicated to things. I've also tried having the room where I sleep in, have no electronics in it. And it feels amazing. You'd think it'd be weird, and it is. Like it feels, you can't eat this, can you? What do you, no, you eat carrots. I'm not wasting water lettuce on you. Oh, big batch of carrots and there's nothing I can do. I want to feed you. But I also have stuff to do. How do I get home? But yeah, I had to force myself. To make a compromise to do something as simple and fun as watch a movie. That's crazy. But I haven't watched a movie in a long time, and there was no way I was going to, because I was not going to bring myself to do it. It just wasn't happening. But the moment I forced myself to do it and made compromises to let myself watch a movie, it felt so good. I was so happy. I loved it. Which means I'm always wrong about what I do or don't want to do. No, evil! I needed you. You were supposed to save us! Oh, how do I... Okay. There we go. Yeah, get rid of all these pink slimes. Get them out of here. Hey. What are they all... Why are they coming in here? Okay. Hey. Get out of here. I had to... Fool. To force myself to do something I No! Wait. I didn't know that would happen. So I don't feed them berries. What do I feed them then? The water lettuce is gone. Don't jump out, you little turkeys. And don't get in. I don't know. I've lost track. Now I'm just playing the game. But I was so glad that I watched a movie. It made me so happy. So very happy. Even though I had to force myself to do it, and that was very strange. Next, I think I'm gonna watch, I don't know, either Frankenstein or Dracula, like the one from the 30s. Either Bela Lugosi or, I don't remember the famous Dracula. I mean the famous Frankenstein actors, Boris Karloff. Although, that doesn't sound right, because, I don't know. Anyway, that's my plan. I'm gonna do it. But what's sad is the fact that I had to do it at all. It's very strange. I do not understand. I just don't understand. But I think I'd like to make movie watching part of my routine in life. I was like, do you have any hobbies? Watching TV. Okay. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love it if one of my biggest hobbies was watching movies. If I could just get myself to watch movies every day. I'm insufferable. Butt munches. One and all. One and all. I didn't know you could fly. I'm furious with all of you. What is it because there's no food? Do I have to get... What have you done? Oh, you're not making plorts? Oh, here, will you eat a carrot? You turkeys. You turkeys. What is this? Who are you? Sir, get out. Was that... Nope, that's the wrong kind of plort. So, I don't... What do they eat? You. Get out. Now I don't know what to do. Alright, you know what? You're all staying in the gun until I can figure out what to do with you. None of you are allowed out. Now you exist nowhere. Congratulations, you've lost your right to life. None of these are really doing me any good. I have not been using these correctly, I don't think. But I was quite pleased. Quite pleased with watching a movie, the end result. And that's tough, because at that point it's like... Does that mean every hobby is kind of a chore? Or every interest? What? Sir, just let me... I don't care about... the value. It's very weird. I just don't know what to do with that information. Other than, like, I was quite happy. I was definitely wrong about what it was I do or don't want to do. I'm always wrong. That's the weird thing about life. Constantly wrong. I don't enjoy something until I've actually started doing it. And it's like, oh no, I do like this. I just didn't want to. That's so unfair. It's so unfair that that's how life works. I don't know, maybe that's not how it works for some people, but it seems to be the way it works for me. But I really like that movie. I wish I could make movies. I think movies are neat. I do kind of make movies. I have sort of made movies in a way. In a sense. Like the musical, The Wizard Saga. It's like a 6-part micro-musical movie type thing. Maybe I don't wish I could make movies. Maybe I'm happy. One of my biggest fears in life is that I'll never be happy. Because I think of myself as a failure. Well, maybe not a failure, but more like a loser. I'm so sorry, boy. Oh, you just... Okay. I'm glad I didn't have to watch you melt. Not a failure, but a loser. I think of myself as a loser. But then it's like, what metric of success am I using? I don't know. Ones that don't have value? ones that are arbitrary, ones that are constantly shifting and changing so that they intentionally can't be met, so that I constantly keep this loser underdog status that allows me to justify being miserable with my life. How successful do I need to be? I literally moved to LA on a whim with no connections or family and broke into television, became a professional animator, and now I've been doing it for many years, and I have a reputation for being awesome, and I will always be able to find work as an animator for the rest of my life. I mean, shows come and go, but I'm in the club, I'm in the union, and I have the experience, enough experience to be undeniably qualified on any production that could ever exist. In 2D, traditional animation, television. But like, how could I not be? Is that a head? It's disgusting. Is there fall damage in this game? We're about to find out. No. Now what was that? Where'd it go? How could I not be happy? Like at this point, aren't I just actively choosing not to be happy? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a butt munch? Maybe butt munch is in my soul. Like, you know, I don't know. I just don't know. I do feel good though. I feel good right now talking. Yeah. It's really nice. It's really grateful. I'm really grateful for the people who are listening. It's really, really nice. It is fun. It's fun to know that people are listening, but I can understand it gets kind of... It is what it is. It's me playing a video game. I'm truly doing this for the act of talking. The idea that somebody might listen is a bonus. The other stuff I'm doing, on the other hand, I do wish people would watch. Not you. You're the person who's listening to this. Because you're listening to this for a different reason than the other stuff. But I have been enjoying making that stuff. The rabbit and the frog and the playing games. I want to play more indie games, more like solo developer games. Even though the brand is sort of I mean like the brand of comedy is what I meant. Is me sort of like making fun of stuff. I have seen a couple indie games where I've been like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, and only one person made this. I would really like to make a video on this. I'm gonna start doing stuff like that. And it's neat. Because I feel like I would fit in. What are you? Whatever you are, I want you. I'll get rid of all my plorts for you. Oh no, what did I do? What were you? Where have you gone? Plorts? I made a mistake. No, I feel like I would fit in with people who, well, I mean, the indie game dev scene, at least the solo developer scene, seems like, it just feels like me, you know? You're isolated, you're doing everything yourself, and I've always liked the idea of, I've been a big, of accountability buddies. I've always wanted something like that. Or working in parallel with other people, where you're not necessarily working on like a project together, because that kind of requires a certain amount of responsibility that is, if it becomes lopsided, then it becomes very difficult to maintain respect and maintain those projects. But I feel like I would really like to be a part of a community of people who are making games. Games seems like a perfect combination of writing and animating and directing, and I mean, especially with all the Wazigazig animators. How do you say what you see is what you get? How do people say that out loud? I know I've heard people say it once or twice, but the GUIs that are full GUIs, you don't need to code. Like I was looking at what kind of fruit do the gray tabbies eat? I want a gray tabby. I want a purebred tabby. I want gray plorts. Water lettuce feels like they're not eating carrots. They became rabbits. I just don't know. There's food's limited. They ate chickens. Why didn't I think of chickens? They're cats. They eat meat. Of course. It was right in front of me the whole time. I was singing songs about chickens. Chicken's not meant for eating, but bred for consumption by the plort kitties. Gonna feed a cat some chicken meat. I'm not gonna kill it first. Gonna drop a live rooster in a cage and see what comes out. Bones and meat. Bones and meat. Alright. What was I actually saying? Oh yeah, I think, I don't know, there's a part of me, oh no, of course, if you listen to the other episode where I was talking about how I was constantly trying to shift identities in order to protect myself, then you may very well be listening to me being like, I want to be a game dev, be a part of the indie game dev community, and be like, oh buddy. But no, for real though, I've been dabbling in it for years. I wanted to take it seriously. The problem, I have a lot of like wrist and finger joint pain, and so I can't really code at a rate to where it would be reasonable. I tried, but yes, I knew it. No, not you. Get out. Why are they trying to get in here? I knew it. But yeah, I just like that idea. Did they eat the rooster, or I thought maybe the rooster and the hen would make something, but it didn't. Yeah, that community it always appealed to me. It always seemed like that. Like I would belong there. And I mean, really, that would just require me, maybe finding like a Discord or something and joining. I made a new Discord name. I think it's just called Chew Gum. I don't remember the numbers. I don't know anything about Discord. I've never really been on it or used it correctly, and I feel like I really should, because everything that's happening of value is happening on Discord, especially educational stuff. But no, I want to get back into, oh yeah, like I learned a little bit of Python, even less C#. But I can handle it well enough to work in Unity, and Unreal Engine has blueprints, and I understand coding well enough to be able to at least navigate blueprints without getting too scared. I can create materials and stuff. I don't know, most of my cartoons are rendered in Unreal Engine, so I obviously know how to use it, but not in a game way, just in a film-y way. What was I even trying to do? I want this now. Now that I know what it does and I know how to run, I want it. What was the other thing I wanted? No, not jetpack. I don't know what radiant ore is. Oh, too short. Oh, but that means I have enough money for this. Well, 450 and 450 is 900, so yeah, I can do both without it affecting me. Just do that, yeah. So, 2 tabby plorts away from my goal. Oh, I'm scared to go there. Wait, how do I get out? Why was I talking about the game dev thing? Oh, because I was talking about hobbies that you kind of have to force yourself to do, but you like them. Oops, out of energy. I ran nowhere. That was useless. I was so excited about running that I didn't care where or what direction. But yeah. That's just me verbally saying that I've always felt a connection to sort of game dev in general. And that's why I started doing all this stuff. We'll start doing the Let's Plays with the cartoon characters. Eventually, that took a lot of work up front, an insane amount of work up front to get that going and just getting a workflow straightened out. And I'm still not quite done yet because the vertical clips are the only thing that kind of draws outsiders in and rendering the vertical clips. So I have 2 Blender projects. Or I mean, I've 1 Blender project, but 2 scenes where I animate the characters in Blender, and the gameplay footage is just a imported image as a plane. And then I swap scenes. That looked like a chicken to me in the distance. It did indeed. Give me. No, don't you dare. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I work so... What is a chickadee? What is a chickadee? Oh, I had... No, where did that chicken go? Give. Hen. Why do they have different names? Why can't they all just be food? I didn't realize I had, loaded up on pink slimes. I'm kind of sad that I shot splorts into space. Eat your own kind. Eat them. Leave me the chickens. But, I forgot what I was saying again. I don't know. What are you? I'll give you 1. 1. That's... Sorry, but my priorities are... Look at you. Slime to the face. Yeah. I like the idea of... Oh, that's what it was. I keep not doing it. I like game dev a lot, and I keep not doing it. Well, I stopped for a long time because of my hands hurting so much. But that was directly related to coding, specifically. So I kind of have... So the... You know, when I went into learning about the game dev side of the game engines, because I started with Unreal Engine just wanting to make cartoons. But then looking at blueprints and making a controller for making Gumboy walk around using a controller that was huge for me. It just felt, even though it was a ridiculous walk cycle, it felt really good. But the problem I had was that I didn't want to be one of those people who used Game Maker or, I wanted to learn how to code. I'd always kind of wanted to learn how to code. I wanted to do things quote unquote right. And that prevented... What is in my inventory? What is a stony hen? What does that mean? Oh, you guys are hungry? You gonna escape? You're drooling? You want these bad? You want them bad? There you go. Smack you in the face with your food. I'm also, once I get what I want... No. Oh, God. What have you done? 2. I think all I needed was 2. What are you gonna turn into? Nothing? Stonehenge just gave me 2. It's like a bonus. Okay. I see. Yeah, I started using Unreal Engine purely because the animation side and the graphics, the real-time rendering was really pretty compared to Blender at the time. Blender's getting better, but, you know, just infinite extent, like gorgeous atmosphere, click of a button. Unreal Engine, it's just so hard to beat. You can buy a demo room and then just make a short cartoon inside the room. It's just so fun. But I wanted to code. I wanted to do stuff right. And now I'm like, well, I can't do things the way I wanted to do them because it just physically hurts too much. And the idea of waiting until you can be like a semi-competent coder before making something is that's it's like any skill. If you try to master something before doing it, then you'll never actually master it because you'll never get good at it because you're never actually doing it. Intellectually, I know this. You would think me more than most people would understand. Being self-taught in, like, everything. In music and animation and all that. And yet I still... Wow, what a waste. Look at all you fatties. Is there something I can do with you, or do you just destroy my room? I just shot a chickadee into the air. But now, so... One of the issues with game dev, though, is just how... I don't know. The time investment is crazy. It's like the equivalent of making a feature film, but potentially much worse. But then it's like at the end of it, you have this thing that's kind of only experienceable once. I guess that's sort of like music, or I mean animation. It's not like music at all. In theory, if you write a good song, people will listen to it more than one time, which for me doesn't happen very often, except for one song. Well, I guess there's a couple, but for the last year, like, I get notifications that Danger Apple Origin Story has been played like 50 to 100 times a week, every week. I've made like $10 off that song. It's so sad. But no, I mean, like the numbers make me happy. I'm really honored that people listen to it. The sad is the amount of money that streaming pays, the embarrassment of how poor it pays. But with the game dev stuff, I just feel like, oh my god, the time investment versus you have to be truly passionate about it. And it's like, I'm so passionate about it that you're just doing it because you want to do it. But that's like anything. And I mean, I had to force myself to watch a movie. So the idea that I wouldn't have to force myself to do more game development stuff, I mean, it's unrealistic to think that it'll just come naturally, come pouring out, the desire, the motivation. That's just not how real life works. Or maybe that's just not how it works for me because I have some sort of undiagnosed chronic depression, and instead of treating it or even trying to assuage it through diet and exercise, I instead just lean into it and sleep and watch movies in bed and say, I made myself do something good. And that means I'm happy. I do not know. But I do know I think I'm going to stop playing and talking because I don't have any goals for the game right now. My goal was to find the fatty in the cave and make him explode to see what would happen, and I did. And I've upgraded my runny run, and I shot a fatty into space, and I upgraded my inventory to hold 30 items instead of 20. And And I talked about a little about my day, not much, but also just kind of about my thoughts and feelings. And that's pretty cool. But I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow. I'll let you know. Well, I won't let you know. I'll just... If we talk, we talk. But it'll be soon. All right. Have a good night.